That is ice. Flex chute orders ready to go out. Thank you to each and every one of you. Appreciate you. SpencerProducts.com. Let's go. All right. Coldest morning so far. We got into the 30s and got our first freeze. Let them glow plugs do their thing. I'm going to cycle it a couple times. One more. Woo! Let's go, baby. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There you go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Here we go. Oh, it's alive. It's alive. Oh, my goodness. First freeze. Get some of that de-icer up on there. Alright guys, so Kawasaki fired, Briggs fired this morning. Kohler did not. And that is not a knock on Kohler. It is very cold out here. We're gonna get her going now. Woo, fingers are numb. Fingers are numb. Should be good. Oh boy, it's cold. Going to be putting the high lifts back on. We're getting a ton of grass growth, even though it will be slowing down. So let's get these mulching blades off here and get the high lifts back on. Alright guys, got everything blown out. Make it a lot easier to bag up. A lot of leaves. And this tree hasn't even really started yet. Went around all the mulch beds. All of them got them blown out. Makes it easier to just pick up, get close to things. I always like to go onto the property lines too. Like this fence is pretty much the property line. I like to just come over a little bit. So yeah, I'm a little bit on the neighbor's property, but if not, one gust of wind after you clean it, it's gonna be right all over it again. So TQ is way down there, knocking those ones out. Alright, got everything out. Blew out the cracks of the driveway, get everything out into the lawn, makes it easier. Around the trees. Let's get it picked up. Once I got done with my lawn, I noticed that there was a little extra leaves on this one here. We don't typically get paid to bag it, but I figured why not go ahead. We already got the truck here and the bagger set up, and we got a little more room on the truck. But if you notice there, that was a close call because we had the backpack sitting there. We didn't think that customer was home, and they were, and they almost backed out of the garage and ran my backpack over in the tripod, believe it or not. But yeah, got to be careful there. Even we make mistakes, but we got it moved out of the way real quick. The customer saw it, so just stopped and waited for me. Went ahead and decided we were going to go ahead and bag this one off as well. Just to make sure all three of these look their absolute best. There weren't much leaves on these two over here. They really haven't started dropping just yet compared to that first one I was on. But yeah, all the lawns are looking absolutely amazing. We're going to be getting some signs thrown up on these this coming up week. And yeah, getting prepared for curbside leaf pickups and leaf cleanups in general. Bro, that thing is loud. You imagine being in the neighborhood at like 3 a.m. and that thing go off? Because I think it just randomly does it. So let me explain real quick. Right now, we're really only doing a leaf cleanup on that one. But this week, the trimming really slowed down, so we didn't have to do as much. So went ahead and bagged the other two as well, just to kind of justify the cost. And everything looks a lot better. Plus, you know, the leaves kind of blow from this one over to that one. So it is what it is. We're gonna do our best. Honestly, I just couldn't leave the leaves on it.
I know.
And I know how good it can look bagged. So went ahead and bagged it. We're gonna have the mess regardless. And then yeah, it is what it is.
Definitely looks better.
Yeah, as soon as all the leaves start dropping, like this one back here we'll be doing curbside on. This one probably not, but this one we definitely will be. So 2 out of the 3 will be curbside pickup. And yeah, it is what it is. They look really good. Looks like that guy's about to lay some fertilizer.
Yeah, he's about to do something. Maybe aerate.
I know what we're about to do. That is hit the restroom because it's time to go.
Gotta go.
Alright guys, so we took this lawn on 3 months ago or so. It was pretty rough when we took it on. It's starting to look a lot better. Getting a lot more healthy, cutting at a more healthy height. Before us, it was me and maintained probably like 2.5 inches, which was not good. We're at about 3.5, 3.25 here. But looks a lot better. A lot of these in the area, like I get it. People are cutting them shorter because they got a lot of weeds in them, not fertilized like the other ones. So they're just trying to cut lower to get those weeds, which unfortunately they're causing their own problem, because the lower they cut, they're, you know, forcing more weeds to grow in. And yeah, if you don't know, cut higher, especially in our area, we're in Ohio. Cut higher, get that that root growth real healthy, and you'll have a better looking lawn in no amount of time. And that's just the cheapest way to do it. If you don't want to, you know, get on a fertilization program or treated, you know, there's still ways to make your lawn look the best that it possibly can. So TQ's picking something up. I'm not sure exactly what, but she must have seen something. Okay, here we go. A little piece of trash. That's why I pay her the big bucks. That's why you get the big bucks, huh?
Oh yeah, I didn't want to pick up the tissue with my fingers.
Here's your muscle milk.
Thanks.
Peanut butter, what was that?
Caramel.
Peanut butter caramel. Is it good?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Shameless plug, not sponsored. Alright guys, so right over the hill there where TQ's at, I didn't show it, but there's a bunch of damage in the lawn. And the homeowner here came out and she said that some neighbors a few houses down the road here, their pigs got loose and tore up the lawn. So she came home and I guess they were eating the crab apples off the one tree there and used her lawn to kind of do their fun. All right guys, so another week of mowing here. Been getting tons of messages, people wanting to know when we're gonna quit mowing, do final mows. Honestly guys, I don't know, because you can't stop if the grass is still growing. We were anticipating with the dry period we went through that we would already be done, and things really changed very quickly on us twice. Went super dry and then super wet, and the grass is growing now, but there are cooler temperatures in the morning, so that's going to start really slowing the grass growth down. So we'll stay on top of it, probably, you know, aim to do final mows here in the next couple weeks, and obviously integrating leaf cleanups into those. You know, it's just it is what it is. It's hard for me to tell you guys exactly what to do, because I mean, from here to 15 minutes north of us, it's a totally different game, you know what I'm saying? There's not as much growth up that way. So yeah, just stay on top of it, stay in touch with your customers, and you know, make sure you're getting leaf cleanups done. And you know, make sure you guys know as well, you don't need the big dump truck setups and debris loaders to get leaf cleanups done. There's many ways to do it, from mulching, tarping, dumping them into the bed of your truck. Get one of those cheap Harbor Freight roll-out tarps, modify it with a 2x4 or 4x4 in the front to drag them back. All of our leaf videos that have been over the years have used all of these methods, guys. So it's a gradual growth period that you have to go through. You just can't go from raking some leaves and putting them in, you know, trash bags, which I don't recommend, to, you know, having a whole debris loader dump trailer setup. You know, it took us years and years and years of saving and growing the business to get to that. So, you ready, TQ?
I'm ready. I was going to also add to that, like, you can even ask your customer if they have a place they can dump it at on their property too.
We do a ton of those.
Yeah.
Dump it on site.
Throwing it back into the woods where it came from.
Yep. Make it easier. Make it an affordable option for them as well. Say, hey, you know, a leaf cleanup for you will be a lot cheaper if we can leave the leaves here on site. You got a place. A lot of people have a burn pit or just, you know, a tree line or something like that.
Or some people reuse it as mulch.
Right.
They'll have us mulch it up and then just use the clippings or the mulched up leaves in their flower beds and stuff.
Yep.